Okay, now that we've done the lookups, the rest of this goes pretty quick. All the information is on the sheet now that we need. So here, this is the campaign name. It's just a concatenation of the CID, which is in column B, with a hyphen hard-coded in, and then the business name. So it should turn out looking something like this. We'll go ahead and fill that in. The ad group is a concatenation of a few things. So we concatenate hardcode ypid underscore. Then we add the ypid, which is in column C. Then we add a dash or a hyphen. And then we add the category name, which is in column M. So you get something that looks like, let me go over a little bit, make it a little more clear. Something that looks like this. So it'd be ypid underscore the ypid itself dash the name of the category name. Okay. And I should be able to leave, actually I might have to, I should be able to leave these in here. I'll do another, so it won't be called final with formulas. I'll do two of them because I got to use this for the URL as well. Okay, so that is good. Next thing we do, in fact, let me think about this for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna have to save this one as a working. I'll open this one back up, put the formulas in. But for now, I'm going to save this as a working so I can copy paste values. Okay, because what I need to do here is copy paste this. Okay, so essentially what we're doing is you get the account, the campaign, the ad group, and then you need these in URL format, which means we're going to go through and take out the and sign, or we're going to replace the and sign. We're also going to replace the spaces. So I'm copying everything over. I'm going to put it on a new temporary sheet. I'm going to say find the and symbol, the ampersand, and replace it with %26. Replace all. Then I want to find space and replace it with plus. Replace all. Okay. So now that I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and put it back on these columns. So you see I have column ST and U are all URL account, URL campaign, URL ad group. This comes in handy when we're building the URL. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and delete my temporary sheet. Again, whichever way works best for you. It may be easier for you to copy these over since it's being done that way. Okay, description is already in from our lookup. We already have the URL ad group name. So our next, only a few more here. So we're going to build the auto target column, and then there's a URL keyword as well. So let's do this. The auto target is going to look like equals concatenate. I'm going to hard code in URL, and it has to be exactly like this. URL contains space. Okay. And then the concatenate, and I'm just going to drop the ypid in this second part. So I'm going to go back to the start, grab column C or C2. Okay, and it should look like this. All caps, URL contains, then a space, and the ypid. Okay. Cool. And then we're actually, URL keyword is part of the tracking template, which is all these URLs over here. So I'm going to show you what to do there. For the keyword, it's actually just a concatenate. We're going to hard code in underscore YP, or YP underscore. Okay. And then I'm going to put the ypid, which is C2. Okay. It should look like this. There are no numbers and there are no spaces, no ampersands. This is all just YP underscore and then the ypid, so that doesn't need to be, we don't need to do the same find replace on that one. Okay. All right. Now that we're done with that, I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, I'll put these formulas in on the formula sheet, but I need to copy and paste for now. So on the tracking template, essentially we've got parts, and I'll show you what a full one looks like here first. So essentially we're going to build this. LPearl is the landing page that goes in there, but all this gobbledygook. And you'll see here, like the if we suss it out, UTM account. So just look at the highlighted part, you'll see UTM account, and then you got some other stuff in there to construct the URL, but DSA, you'll notice DSA dash contractors and, right, %26 and construction MIP with the spaces. So essentially this is a long concatenation string based on what's up here is the hard-coded version, and then it tells you what's next, URL campaign, URL, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and start building this. I'm going to concatenate AA, and then I'm going to concatenate next one, right, because it says nothing below it, so that's just the first part. So actually I guess these could be, oh, I'm sorry, hold on, I messed that one up. The heading code is the category code. Okay. So I'm going to concatenate AA, I'm going to make it a hard reference, or an absolute reference. Then this tells me I need to go get the category code. So I'm going to do that over in column L. Okay. I've already done AA, so now AB, again, an absolute reference. This tells me I need my URL account next, which is here where we built earlier, column S. Then I need another one for the next one in the top line, AC1, absolute reference, URL campaign. And you'll notice that each one that's from the list is not an absolute reference, right? Because I needed to be able to drag this down or fill up. Okay, so last one we did is AC, so we're going to go to AD. Again, it's an absolute reference. Commas tells me I need to grab the ad group, URL ad group. There. AD, I'm going to go AE. This is the UTM keyword, so an absolute reference there. And I'm going to select column X2 because that's the keyword, URL keyword we built. Comma, and then this last piece just needs to go on there, but there's nothing below it. And it needs to be an absolute reference. And now you can see we have something very similar to, it should be same as this example, right? So again, that's the long and short of this is that you're concatenating an absolute reference to this top line, which gives you the parts of the URL that won't change, and then you're giving a relative reference to whatever it's telling you here, which is category code or URL account, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. And there, we just drag that down. Let's save this so I can build it into the formula sheet later for you. And then we just drag down, and then it needs to have copy-paste values. And then per YPID, which is the rows, each of these rows, right? Each is a different YPID. Each one of those now has a tracking template, okay? And that's it. The next step on this, so we're done for DSA. The next step is to translate all this into the bulk sheet, but that'll be phase 3. So I'm gonna stop this video now, and then I'll go through search map. Search map will be a little faster because it's very similar to this with a few minor details that change.